What is up, everybody? Welcome to PWO. We took a week off last week, didn't we?
Yeah, you had school.
Yeah, school, man. It's tough time.
What was the Royal Rumble?
Royal Rumble happened, yeah.
We didn't talk about it.
You know what? We got
what
more.
happened.
Yeah, we got more to talk about that.
That's right.
It all works out. First off, before we get into it, we got to plug. Make sure you follow us at PSO Sports 1 on Twitter and Instagram, and then Pointless Sports Opinions on Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts. Also,
That's right.
Don't be a Chase. I bought Fiddler on the Roof tickets through SeatGeek, but I didn't do it, even though we're sponsored by it. It's easy to do. Go on our Twitter. It's our pinned tweet.
That's right.
And you just, or if you can find it, I think it's pinned on Facebook too, isn't it?
I think so, yeah, on Facebook.
If you're buying tickets for anything,
Instagram,
local,
it's in the link in.
Yeah, local or in Texas or wherever the hell you want to buy
Just
tickets
click
at.
the link. That's all you got to do.
Go on our page, click the link, and then buy your tickets. You don't have to do anything else. That's
if
it.
You're going to a wrestling event?
Wrestling event?
the link,
Exactly.
baby.
Yeah, you want to
Click
go
the
see
link on our social
SmackDown
media.
Live or Raw Live?
Whatever's coming to town,
Yeah.
if there's pay-per-view,
just go to our page, click the top link, that's it, then buy your tickets like normal.
That's right. That's
Don't
all
be
it
a
is.
chase. Just do it normally.
that's all it is. And it helps us out, and it helps you guys out, too.
Exactly.
So-
Yeah, you're doing it anyway, so might as well help us, right?
Exactly.
All right,
If you
Luke.
like us.
Lead us into it.
So what happened on Raw? I thought it was a pretty good Raw. So to open the show, Stephanie McMahon calls Becky Lynch out, tells her she can't fight until she's cleared with the WWE doctor,
Yeah.
and then she's suspended. So then pretty much she didn't like that, and she slaps Becky, or Stephanie. Stephanie. I put Becky and Stephanie
It's fine.
together.
You're good, big dog.
Stephanie across the face. Security comes out.
The whole freaking Stone Cold,
right.
fight with the authority.
You saw the photo I think I sent you. It was like you can't take the Attitude Era out.
Yeah.
Stone Cold and Vince, and then Stephanie McMahon and Becky Lynch.
I mean, I like how they're playing those angles. I think,
I think it's a little old now.
You don't like it? You think it's getting a little dull?
Yeah.
I mean, the fans are really digging it, but I agree with you. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
Not tired of it, but I wanted them to do new stuff.
Kind of like the Daniel Bryan stuff.
What do you mean?
When he was the hot commodity.
Oh, you think? How he was like, it was really cool what he did, but then he
Against
died
the
off.
authority.
Yeah, and then he died off really quick once he I get what you're saying. I think it just doesn't make sense that Becky got easily beaten, or not easily, but she lost to Asuka,
Yeah, I lost to Asuka at the Royal Rumble.
cleanly, I might add.
Yeah.
Clean. She tapped out.
Yeah.
And then goes in the Royal Rumble,
And
twists her
wins it.
knee, and wins it.
Yeah.
Like, what? Come on. That's not... I don't think that's good writing. And I think that's a big thing that's been wrong with WWE's writing. But, I mean, I guess it's kind of cool.
See where it takes it off.
And the
Elimination Chamber.
They got a good pop out of it, so...
Hell, they're getting a great pop out of it. The fans love it.
They love Becky, dude.
Yeah.
They're absolutely eating that shit up. All right.
So after that, Ronda Rousey comes out, fights Liv Morgan, beats her clean, obviously, because that ain't nothing.
Yeah,
and then she gets on the mic. She says, "Come on, I want competition. Sarah Logan, get your ass in here." Fights her, no challenge either.
Beats her.
Yeah, it was just a filler, I guess, really.
Yeah.
That open challenge she always does.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
And I think this is all just... She's the female Brock if Brock fought every freaking week. This is what they would be doing to Brock. They'd be like, hey, go out there and fight the Lucha House
I mean, that's
Party.
what Cena did when
fight
he was
the entire Lucha House Party, Brock. Just destroy them.
Yeah.
And like, if anything, this is just adding to the Rousey Lynch fight.
Yeah.
'Cause you got Lynch that's not 100% because her knee's hurt.
Yeah.
She's got the authority against her with Stephanie, and then later on the next day she's got Triple H pissed at her too. Yada yada yada. And then you got Rousey that is, just cooking with gas right now, destroying everybody.
Yeah.
And it's just a giant setup. Like you said,
For
filler.
WrestleMania,
Yeah, the
so
fillers for
all it
WrestleMania.
is.
We're in that little zone, which is, I mean, there's nothing wrong with filler.
No. It's all right.
We've had
We'll see
filler
what
throughout
happens.
our whole life.
So after that, Kurt Angle comes out to the ring to make a big announcement.
Yeah.
He was going to until Baron Corbin comes out, and then Drew McIntyre. They start beating him up until Braun Strowman comes out and saves Angle. Mm-hmm. And then they get the match that comes on later at that night. So
I saw something. He's been in 7 matches or something.
And they're all losses, pretty much.
All his singles. He's not won a singles match since he came back.
Yeah, I know. It's bad.
He's only won tag matches. tag matches and 6-man tag matches. That's always one.
Bad.
It's sad.
I don't know. He's old. You can't really do much with him, I think. He's not the current Angle that he was.
And, he came out and said, hey, I want to wrestle full time, and they don't have anything for him.
No.
Well, what can you do for him?
Exactly.
I don't know. But, yeah, you could tell it was a work. It wasn't real whenever he went out there.
It might be, but I don't know.
It was a work. It's 100% a work if they let it into a rivalry or a match with Corbin and McIntyre. Because if Kurt Angle was actually going out to retire, he'd be balling. That's the kind of guy Kurt is. But we can go on to the next one.
Usually I don't put these type of matches in there just because it doesn't really not for us. But Bayley and Sasha Banks versus Alicia Fox and Nikki Cross. So they were coming out, Bayley and Sasha Banks, and then Nikki Cross and Alicia Fox.
Nikki Cross has been getting a big pop. People like her a lot. I don't know
She's
why.
crazy.
Yeah, she is crazy. I saw the Royal Rumble, yeah.
They attack Bayley and Sasha Banks coming out on the entrance ramp, and then they get into the match. And then at the end, Bayley and Sasha Banks win to qualify for the women's tag team.
I'd be shocked if they don't win.
They're, I think, the highest in that match.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I put that in, because I think their odds are the highest to win.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean, if anything, if I had to pick a dark horse, it'd be the Iconics, just because
They didn't make it. It was Sasha. There was Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they beat them.
I guess I missed
that.
But yeah, that's a damn shame because they are the only real women's tag team out there.
Yeah.
But it's got to be.
I think it's them too. Yeah.
Banks and Bayley, but I mean, they're better off on their own anyway.
I don't know. We'll see at the Elimination Chamber. It's coming up. I think 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
I think it's gonna be an okay pay-per-view. I really like the SmackDown.
This specific
Chamber
match is gonna be a snooze match, though.
I think so too. I think it would be a lot of botches, like there always is. But
you got Sasha Banks and Bayley.
I think they're the highest to win it still. So.
But yeah, I mean, I'm fine with them winning. If anybody's going to get the women's tag titles,
it'd be them.
Be them.
Yeah, exactly.
They're definitely
So good old our boy Road Dogg.
God.
And he was in the corner for Jeff Jarrett while he faces Elias in a singles match. Elias wins the match, but Jeff Jarrett hits him over the back with a guitar. Yet it didn't break.
Oh my God, that was sad.
Jeff
Jarrett's 70 years old.
That's like his signature move, isn't it?
He can't do it.
Yeah.
He can't hit him hard enough to break it over his back. What do you think about Elias's heel turn?
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
I mean, he was getting love when he was the...
That's what I said.
Why would you turn him?
Why?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any damn sense. This is poor writing.
I think they were saying, I don't know if it's real or not, Undertaker versus Elias.
Really?
Yeah.
Because I heard that it's up in the air if he's even going to fight because he might be the headline of the Hall of Fame class.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Which, I mean, I'd be completely fine with him skipping out on a WrestleMania and being like, I'm done.
I'm done, yeah.
Because, I think he finished on top. But, I mean, I like Elias as a face, too. He doesn't even have to be a face. But he doesn't have to be that over-the-top heel.
Him versus, Leo Rush when that was happening with Bobby Lashley. Yeah. It was just good on what he was saying.
Yeah, and, he's funny. He can be like one of those anti-heroes, the ones that are that make fun of the opponent. He doesn't have to be the eat your vitamins kind of face, but he was a good face. I liked him as a face.
Yeah, I did too. The crowd liked him too.
And nothing sucks worse than when he does the walk with Elias thing and then makes fun of the fans, and the fans are just like...
They still do it with him.
Yeah, but they're confused.
I know what you're saying,
yeah, it's confusing. Why the hell are the fans going to cheer for you and chant for you? And then, it just doesn't look good. I like it better.
We'll see where it goes with it, but it's not the greatest.
No.
So after that match, Finn Balor versus Leo Rush. Finn gets beat up by Bobby Lashley before the match starts, and then he still wins over Rush. Yeah. Which is not a shocker, obviously, so.
Yeah, I mean, Finn's going to be one of the...
I think he gets a title match for the IC title.
Honestly, they need to push...
I think that's what they set that up for.
They need to push Finn the most because I think after
I think he's getting ready to walk.
That's what I was about to say. You got Dean leaving... we were going to talk about somebody else maybe leaving, another guy almost leaving. There's a lot of people on edge. And, think about it. Finn Balor, if he leaves, I feel like there's more opportunities for him to be a champion at AEW than,
They're not pushing
in WWE. No, they haven't pushed him since he won the title and messed up his shoulder and had to give it back.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I like him and Lashley feud. I like that.
I think they said if he wins, he gets a shot.
I think that's going to be a good match.
Lashley. So.
Lashley against Finn. I think that'd be a great title match. I want it because I feel like.
I think it's at an Elimination Chamber. Or maybe it's next week on Raw. One of the two.
Yeah.
So,
I think Finn can
win.
I think he can win, but I think he can also put on a good match with Lashley.
Yeah.
Which is Lashley's kind of stiff in the ring, so he's freaking 250, built like a brick shit house, so it's kind of hard to be limble in the ring, but I think they can put on a good match.
Yeah. So after that, we had Moment of Bliss, where I think she had EC3 come out.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really sure on that, but Nia Jax and Dean Ambrose came out. That's when Dean Ambrose and EC3 started to fight on the stage, and then that set up the match between them.
Yeah.
So then, after that, the match of EC3 versus Dean Ambrose. EC3 wins the match. So that's when you got on the mic, and I told you that, and you said, what the hell?
Yeah, that was insane.
And I put, do you think they're pushing EC3 over since Dean is leaving?
I don't think they're pushing EC3, but I think this is literally just because Dean is leaving.
I think so, too.
You know?
I think they're giving him opportunity in front of the fans.
Yeah, and like, I mean, I hate to say it, but like, since Dean's leaving, why the hell does he need to, like, if you can push
that's what
other guys, you know.
You might as well just throw them out there and
might as well
help
have
people.
Yeah, might as well
What's the
have
point?
stuff like this where EC3 upsets Dean Ambrose.
Exactly.
If you would have
yeah.
said this like 2 months ago, I'd be like, there's no way in hell they're going to do that.
Yeah.
But now, like, yeah, have him lose all the time. He's gone.
Yeah, definitely. I'm shocked why they said that, but that's all right. We'll talk about that later.
I don't know why the hell they did that.
So for the final match, Braun Strowman and Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin and Drew McIntyre. Corbin and McIntyre win to count out, but then after that, they fought again, and then Strowman slammed them both on the stairs.
Yeah.
One after the other.
It's sad.
Kurt didn't do much.
No, it's sad watching Kurt go out there.
And that's what I'm saying. He's old, and I think he just needs to be done.
He doesn't look like he's got...
No, he's not the WrestleMania Kurt.
No.
Any of that Kurt.
He can only wrestle in freaking tag matches because he can't...
Maybe he needs some drugs again. You'll be feeling good.
Vicodin? He had a big Vicodin addiction.
Yeah, I know.
I was thinking, why don't you have... It's a reach because I think you should have him end it with Brock at WrestleMania.
Okay.
Have a rematch,
That'd be cool.
you know, and that would be awesome because Brock's at literally the top of the totem pole. Maybe not even have the title, have him lose a title or something, and then have him just have a rematch.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I was like, that'd be cool.
That would be really
See
cool.
Kurt go out on top. You know, him beat Brock when Brock is like, you know, Kurt's done and
I
Brock's
think Brock would do it.
I think Brock would do it too. That's what I'm saying. Like, Brock, out of respect, would be like, yeah, I'll put you over. And, like, it would be cool for Kurt Angle to be like...
Because there's no way they're not buddies.
No, oh, yeah, they gotta be buddies. And, like, Kurt literally carried Brock in WrestleMania 19 because Brock was young and, like, a hungry, like, superstar.
Yeah.
And, like, I'm sure he showed him the ropes and everything. And, like, that would be cool to, like, see, like...
That'd be really cool.
Those two go... I was thinking about that today. I'm like, what would be a perfect ending for Kurt Angle's career? And I'd be like, where he put over somebody else. He put over Brock.
That'd be really cool.
That was one of the biggest, like, things of Brock's career, I'm sure, whenever he almost broke his damn neck and finished the match with Kurt Angle.
Shooting star press or whatever.
Oh, my God. The one that he hadn't did since the Ohio Valley wrestling days.
Yeah.
But, yeah. That's what I was thinking about, Kurt. We can go on to SmackDown if you want.
That was pretty cool. That was actually a cool idea.
You like that?
Yeah.
I think it would be good. Like, I guarantee the match would be that good. But it'd just be like the thought of it. You know, it'd kind of be
Nostalgic.
like a Rock and Hogan thing.
Yeah.
Where, like, Rock and Hogan didn't put on that good of a match because Hogan was old. But they put on a good match because the hype around it and, like, fans wanted to see Hogan do it just because he was 50 years old, you know?
I think so.
And, like, that'd be cool. The fans would definitely be on Angle's side, obviously, because everybody hates Brock. And then, yeah, like, that would be sick. I'm just afraid Brock would kill him.
I don't know.
Brock would do those German suplexes and snap him in half because he's 100.
Yeah, it wouldn't be great, but it'd be something interesting to think about for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen, but that'd be awesome.
They got the whole Rollins.
That'd really be awesome.
Rollins and Lesnar set up.
That's right. So for SmackDown, Charlotte opens the show with her coming out talking about how Becky Lynch is suspended. And then Becky comes out of the crowd because I guess she had a ticket or whatever.
Yeah,
and then that's when they get into an argument. Triple H comes out, tells Charlotte to leave the ring because that's none of her business. And then Becky slaps Triple H.
Yeah. That was a big pop, too.
Because Triple H said, "Are you scared of Ronda?"
Yeah. So now, I thought Triple H You want to talk about heat? Triple H can still get heat. I mean, he was a great face in his career, but I like him as this. I wish he'd be like a GM of Raw or GM of SmackDown. I was talking to you about it.
Yeah.
I think he's so good at getting heat. And, like, it's, like, good natural heat because people know that he's, like, in charge of it in real life.
Yeah, the head guy almost.
Yeah, so, like, they know, like, oh, yeah, like, this is actually Triple H doing this. So it's, like, more realistic, too. And he's
I
good.
think that'd be cool, too, yeah.
Like, he's a great...
Especially for Raw, I think that'd be a good one.
Yeah, I don't like the whole authority thing. I've never really liked that.
Split, yeah, everybody's doing it now.
Yeah, like, that's just, like, a copy of the... corporation back in the day.
Yeah.
But I like the GM. I think Triple H would be a freaking great heel GM. And, like, obviously, like, he was torching Becky.
Yeah.
He's, like, because Becky, no offense to Becky, but, like, I'm glad that she's got a lot of momentum. She's probably the hottest superstar right now.
Yeah,
you
definitely.
know, out of everybody, male or female. But, like, her on the mic, she's just been saying the same crap. You know, like... I remember myself a couple months ago. No,
knocked out, yeah, all that crap.
And now my knee's messed up, but I'm still strong. I'm like, come on, you got to do something else. I know it's scripted on the mic too, but yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Move on to something else.
It just felt like Triple H. If they were doing an argument battle, Triple H won.
Yeah.
You know, and Becky slapped him, which was. We're gonna see what the repercussions of that are.
I mean, she's suspended right now. So.
I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled a whole. We're pulling you from WrestleMania thing.
No.
A storyline like that? No, they're not actually do it, but like,
yeah.
And then Becky has to beat Charlotte or something to earn her spot back. You know.
Okay, yeah, I see where you're going
yeah,
there.
and she's gonna end up doing
she
it.
beat both the McMahons.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Life, so.
Yeah. So like.
Can't have intergender match. Triple H versus her.
I mean, honestly, the Nia Jax thing, they've been talking about it. That would be stupid as hell.
Yeah.
Because Triple H is freaking 240, roided up.
That would be funny, but yeah. So after that, Gallows and Anderson,
Good to see them on TV.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad.
So am I.
I like them, man, as a tag team. They're another tag team that's possibly going to leave.
AEW, please.
But faces Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. Rusev hits Anderson with a kick and pins him to win the match.
Yeah.
Which you kind of knew they were going to win anyway.
Yeah. Nakamura. I guess this is the new tag team since they both beat the living hell out of R-Truth.
R-Truth, yeah.
Who is, by the way, the United States champion.
You like that?
I do like that, actually.
You like that? R-Truth's been getting good, man. Like, he's been getting a lot of crowd.
He's been getting a good
Him and
pop.
Carmella.
Yeah, I don't know how, but that little dance thing
they do what they gotta do.
And let me tell you, I did not see R-Truth winning the United States
No
belt.
one did.
But yeah,
Two matches in a row too. Beat them both.
Shinsuke is, I think they've ran him completely dry. He's not getting a pop, negative or positive.
Yeah.
You know, a heel pop or a face pop. Rusev, they missed the ball with him whenever he won the United States.
Yes, no, I think.
Because he's
been back and forth.
The Rusev Day thing's over. Like nobody cares about that.
People still like it, but yeah.
And like it's not nearly as big as it was. Like when he was at his height.
WrestleMania 30, whatever just happened. That one was the biggest because they did a little pay-per-view thing on the network, which is pretty cool. And people loved it. Yeah. So. And
like now it's just, I don't know.
You got to switch it up a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, and you know it's a new tag team, which is always good.
Yeah.
You know,
like the Kurt Hawkins and.
Yeah, I really
Zack
like
Ryder.
that team. I like that team a lot.
So, the Edgeheads.
Yeah, it's good to see them on TV, too.
Good old Edgeheads, yeah.
Even though he's lost.
Even though they were saying Ryder might leave.
Yeah, I
think that's the only reason why, but... Mm-hmm. So after that, Randy Orton versus Mustafa Ali, your guy.
That's my boy.
It was a very intense, high-flying match, I felt.
It was great.
It was a good match.
Like I said...
It was probably the best match
I've not seen Mustafa Ali have a bad match in WWE yet.
Not at all.
I mean, I didn't watch him on NXT, but...
I think he was cruiserweight more.
Or 205?
Yeah. So Mustafa Ali, this is my favorite part of the match. Mustafa Ali, he's going for the whatever that move, his signature.
The freaking backflip flying crazy shit.
Yeah. Randy Orton throws him off the top, and he gets air, and then he does an RKO on him.
Which was beautiful.
Yeah, it was great.
You know, that's vintage Orton. I love those, Mustafa Ali, they need to keep booking him against, guys like Samoa.
Champions.
And, older veterans. Yeah. Randy Orton. I'd love to see him and Ray go at it.
I like to see Jeff Hardy too with him.
Maybe him and Andrade.
I think they've already had that, but maybe not.
Yeah, and I think Mustafa Ali puts on great matches, and it's good to see like Orton. You know, Orton can still put on a good match too.
Yeah.
You know, so
for
I
his
just
age.
thought, this was good booking. This is one of those random matches that actually work, and not the ones that you're just like,
Who
turn
cares?
off the TV for.
Yeah.
Shit.
So after that, Randy Orton wins, obviously. And then Samoa Joe comes out of nowhere and puts the Coquina clutch on Orton.
Yeah, I mean,
Setting up for the Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there's a women match between that. But then Jeff Hardy.
Mandy Rose against.
Yeah, that triple threat or whatever, obviously. Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy hits a swanton on Bryan. Then Rowan pulls him out of the ring and attacks him. So obviously the match is over.
Yeah. Is Rowan in the Elimination Chamber?
No.
No.
He might be able to get in, obviously, if something stupid goes on, which I could see that. That's how Daniel Bryan wins.
Yeah, they open up the or he breaks open the door or whatever.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan then puts, they called it the no love bell lock now. His yes lock.
The no love bell?
Yeah. I think that's what he said. I think that's what Corey Graves said, but that's what I thought he said. On Hardy, that's when Samoa Joe comes out, attacks Rowan and Bryan. And then it all goes down from there. Randy Orton comes out.
This is going to be a good...
Ali, and then AJ Styles clears the rings.
This is going to be a great match.
It's going to be a great Elimination Chamber. Yeah.
Ali and Styles, that's all I need. That's a good match as it is.
I think they're all great.
And then you got freaking Daniel Bryan, he's good. Jeff Hardy. I just see a lot of... This is going to be high-paced. This is
Hopefully
going to steal the show.
I think it should be the last one.
Oh, easily. Yeah, they'd be missing the ball if they did not
if they did the
that
women's.
last. Oh, my.
They did the women's last. But yeah, this has to be the last one, I think.
Yeah.
A little bit of news here. You can say what you wanted to say for the first one.
Randy Orton came out and said he's open to signing with AEW. He
has all the money.
He's going to review all options from WWE and AEW.
Smart. I think every wrestler should, honestly.
They were saying like this is kind of like a Scott Hall type thing.
Yeah, I saw that. The only thing about AEW right now is there hasn't been a match yet.
Nope.
That's the only thing. So
they have more hype.
There's obviously a name, but there's no matches, no pay-per-view yet. So
and they just recently got a TV deal that's the biggest since WCW. I think that's so cool that this, like you said, there's not been one match, but this has got more hype than anything WWE's had in 10 years.
Yeah,
I agree. Crazy. It's crazy.
I agree.
And I don't know Orton's kind of just a mid-carder right now. I hate to say it.
Yeah, he is.
But man, I don't know. It'd be cool to see him in AEW, but I like him in WWE.
I don't know. All I think is there's no match, there's no pay-per-view yet. You gotta wait. So.
Yeah, wait till that Double or Nothing, and then wait till you get that TV deal.
Exactly. See where it goes from there.
AEW more news. AEW, UFC, and WWE are basically going to have a standoff for Brock Lesnar once Brock Lesnar's contract comes up. AEW said that they'd pay a lot of money for it.
AEW has money.
Yeah. Well, they got the Sasha Khan or whatever.
Yeah, the Jacksonville guy.
Yeah, or I don't know what his name is.
The owner, but yeah.
And then UFC. I mean, if anything, UFC's probably going to pay the lowest because they don't probably give a shit. But
now if he comes back or not, he's already been suspended a couple times. So
yeah, the last fight he got into, the decision got overturned because he tested positive for roids.
Yeah, not great.
Testosterone boosters or whatever it is, which you wouldn't tell from his gut.
No.
But WWE's going to offer him the biggest contract. You know it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's sad, but
WWE and that's not good for WWE. And I think this would be bad for AEW.
Why is that?
Why you don't need Brock?
Yeah, I don't think you need Brock either.
And that was the whole point. They came out and said that they're not really looking.
They'll have Kenny Omega if he signs.
They get him, yeah. And if they get Kenny, don't get Brock at all.
Yeah, exactly.
And
keep it what you got.
They had that whole thing where they're not going to sign Attitude Era stars and stuff like that. And I know he's not Attitude Era, but he's pretty damn close to it. He's right after it.
PG-13
debuted in 2002 after WrestleMania 18.
Yep.
I don't think AEW should be involved in this, and WWE shouldn't be involved in it either.
No, they should just let him walk.
Because they're going to give him the fattest contract he wants because they're scared of AEW.
I don't know. Who cares? It's just Brock, man. Not much going on with him.
This one's
two more name changes, obviously. So Otis Dojovic, I think it is, and Tucker Knight of the Heavy Machinery are now just Otis and Tucker.
What's just a thing?
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Andrade Almas is now just Andrade.
It's a lot easier to sign, is what Big E said. A lot easier to sign your name, Otis.
They're gonna have
Tucker. Move on next.
You're gonna have freaking Velveteen Dream join. He's just gonna be Velveteen.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Randy Orton's just gonna be Randy. Daniel Bryan, Daniel. Just change them all to their first names. You have 3 Kevins fighting in a triple threat match. Be stupid. I hate it.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe's just Samoa, or just Joe, whichever you want.
Whatever you want, man. I don't know.
I don't know. And I love how they always do it discreetly and act like nobody's gonna notice.
Yeah.
Like Andrade Almas, they just literally put Andrade and have him walk out to the ring.
Yeah.
Just don't even act like, yeah, the announcers just call him Andrade. Oh, man.
I don't know. It's weird, but the only final thought I got is watch our next video that's about to come out for PWO.
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's gonna be good.
Once again, I don't know.
It's gonna be really good. So that's all I got. What do you got? Anything?
That's all I got, man. I ain't got nothing.
Spread the word. We'll see you hopefully next week.
Next week, big dogs.